good day, Tubes. How's she hanging? Pretty good here. It looks nice. Right now, about 6 minutes ago, we had dark black and like fertilizer-y kind of stuff falling from the sky. Didn't like that much. That was not fun. So anyways, today we are going to do if I can find, my tripod. I got part of it. I put the other part there. There it is. Today we are going to do oil change on the tractor, small tractor. She's a little overdue, but I've been crazy busy doing leaves. Today I just plunked down, well, in the one spot, way back by the topsoil, I plunked down my 10th load this morning. 11th load, sorry, this morning. And so we've done 12, and I dumped a couple over the banks way back there. So I'm up to about 16 or 17 loads now. So she is due for a change, and I was going to drag it and bring it right in. I think the tractor itself would fit right in our little shop here, except I got the mower deck still on, and yeah, I'd have to drop the mower deck off. It actually might darn near fit if I took just the whatchamacallit guy, the chute off. But I'd rather kind of leave it all on and maybe just do it outside here. If it snows, then we'll just jump inside for a minute. So I got my little, I don't know what you call it, with the little legs on it now I'm holding on to. Little mini tripod, but maybe put these on the big tripod. Oh, little friend just jumped up. There he goes. But anyways, yeah, we got to do an oil change and check the filters. Oil filters, of course, will change, and air filters will change too. So let's just look at the sky here. There was another blurb coming, and there was blue in it, which means snowy crabs. So far right now it doesn't look bad, but okay. Yeah, we better not maybe bring the tractor in. This is a fairly sturdy floor, and I did put lots of beams in it. 3/4 inch plywood floor, but I don't know if I want to put that much weight of that tractor on there. That thing's pretty heavy. So yeah, okay, let's get at her then. Okay, so in the back of the trailer, I brought my supplies. Should get them in. Trailer's been working good, although I've had a couple of problems. I don't know if you noticed on the one hose there. I don't know if this stuff got a little covered with crap. The one hose, I've had a little problem this morning. It ripped open on me, so it was actually, this end was down on the chute end, and it just tore right open. This black stuff eventually wears through, right? I mean, it is only like rubbery stuff, so it's flexible. So I taped it with red tape, this stuff, and then duct taped it, and did both ends just in case. And one chunk on this guy too, it's kind of had a few holes. So, but okay, we got our stuff here, all our supplies, and boy, that's just from driving up. Everything was clean when I drove up from the garage there, but we'll take her all inside here and dumping out some oil. Okay, so there's a rubber band that we got to take off here first. That just flops off, and that kind of lets her come free a little bit better. And that's pretty dirty, although we're going to use the sun here. And let's see how dirty it is. Yeah, it's pretty dirty. Yeah, it's pretty dirty, but it's not terrible bad. I have seen a lot of worse, so I'm going to try to get my fall cleanup out of it, and then I'll put one in maybe before winter. And this one, I know you've seen me do comparisons on the two of them. That one gets the fine dirt, but I think for now I'm just gonna leave them. I've only got one of those left in stock right now. I could, I guess, give it a quick little blast out of some air. We'll see how much comes out of it. Okay, let's see what we get, if anything, out of it. I'm sure we will. Probably shouldn't be doing that right there, but normally I go way out and let the wind blow away, but for on camera I have to kind of make it work, right? I guess that's mostly all pretty good. We'll put her back together. Okay, so these ones I don't generally blow the small guys out because they suck in such a fine dust it wouldn't come out anyway. So, all right. I gotta get stuck onto the layer. Layer. On that one there. Okay, I'll sit there, and this little strappy guy gets onto the frame housing thingy guy there. Oops, missed him. Come on now, there we go. And I don't think I lined that thing up right here. Hang on a sec, we gotta do some surgery first before we put this guy right on. It says top, but there is arrows that they put on here that gets it away from the fan here, I guess. So, there. That's better. Okay, now we're still down there. And we'll get it stuck on there. Okay, let's go back there. Well, that's about all we need to do inside here, but I'll leave the side open just while we finish changing our oils. Alright, so we'll put the new filter on, and there's still going to be some oil left in this, so we'll just have to be careful-ish. Good. And I'm just going to take some of the old stuff here and sprinkle it on the new gasket. Supposed to use new stuff, but that's alright. Towel, getting oil over me. And I am going to soak that filter. I'll show you what that means. Inside here we got to measure our oil and put some in the filter. Okay, hopefully I got enough oil here. It didn't feel like there was a whole lot in there. I do have another jug at the garage if need be. And we need 3.4 liters. I got it marked sort of on the container there. Like thick maple syrup. Then we'll put off the valve guy. There, that'll help. Oh, we're gonna make it. Oh yeah, we're good. So I'm going to go 3.5 because there'll be a bit left over in the container, and we're putting a bit in the filter here. So, okay, so what we want to do is pre-fill our oil filter here. Make sure that is, yeah. I'm sorry, that is the new one, which it is. So we just pour it until it fills right up. And the paper media in there will soak most of that up after a few minutes. So we'll let that do that, and we'll go put the feller on the plug back in. Okay, that's pretty much drained out. Now, we've got to get down and see where it's got to go here. That's good. And 29 bill torque. That should be good. Just go until you feel the threads strip. That's always awesome. And good, we got to get this out of here now. That might not be fun. Let's get just back here a little bit in case they're splashing. Let's put this guy away. All right. I think we're good. Okay. Jeez. Should be good. We'll throw the new filter on. Normally I let stuff drain out overnight, but busy right now with leaves, so should be good. I don't want to wipe too much of the oil off because it will help this spot from not rusting. But okay, we can go get our oil now. Take our cap off. Oh, maybe. Someone crank that feller on. Ooh-wee. Good, get our oil. So I'm going to put most of this in, and then give her a start up. Let it cycle around and settle down a bit, and then we'll check it. See if we need to add any more, or if we're good. So yeah, leaf vacuum guy trailer's been working really good. Done, like I say, quite a few loads now with it. Except this morning I was doing good, and I'm like, why am I losing so much? Oh crap, the hose split open a little bit on me. So that stuff though, once it starts to split, it will like continue to split. It won't come, I won't say it won't come right apart, but it won't come right apart because there's a spiral wire that goes through the orange part of that hose, and that'll keep it from splitting, but it will kind of continuously follow that spiral. And it, like I say, once it starts to go, it's goodbye. Probably should have just replaced that hose, but it should still be all right, patched all up like that. Hopefully. Okay, I'm going to, how much do I got left in here actually? Well, still got over a liter, so only got 2 and a bit liters in there yet. Okay, we'll check it there. I'll start it up here. And we'll check the level. Sometimes, like, I've got it pretty much down to that 3.4 liter. That's with the filter as well. But let's fire it up here. Fire it up. Okay, I'll let her sit there a few moments and we'll check our stick. So the vac motor's been working great too on there, the Honda. I don't know how much fuel that thing holds. I guess there'd be a spec somewhere you can look up, but it's probably a gallon and a bit anyways. Maybe a gallon? Might be a gallon and a half, I'm not sure, but I can do about 5 loads roughly in the trailer. And I'm starting to run out of gas in it, so that's pretty darn good for running at, you know, pretty much full throttle, not right full tilt, but you know, right about there. A little more gets you full, but I run it about there, and it's you know, I'm gonna say 5.5 hours it'll run on a tank like that at that speed. That's pretty darn good, pretty efficient, I'd say. And you know, even when it gets broke in a little more yet, it'll probably get even better. So and that's a lot of leaves. Like, it takes me at least, well, it all depends on the thickness of the leaves, but normal thickness of stuff is about an hour roughly to fill this thing. So it's pretty friggin' sweet. But yeah, no problem so far. I do want to rig up something though that I can take off the hose here, off this adapter guy here from the mower, and neck it down to maybe a 4-inch big O tube. I think that would work, and be able to have something that I can have a wand so I can take it off and then just, you know, over here and whatever, you know, that stuff I can't really reach with the mower, we'll say. I got an issue I've noticed now with all this new goose fence back here. All the leaves blow from west to east, and it's all up on the fence like a frickin' snowdrift now, so I can't really get in there with that edge of the mower. And it's too thick anyways, and you know, because we're talking like, say this is ground and that's fence, it's like, you know, it's like a great big lump. So what happens is it just kind of gets bulldozed by the front of the deck anyway. So I need something that I can just wow, 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 and suck it down. So I gotta try to rig myself up some kind of reducer to go from 7-inch ID down to, I guess, 4-inch big O pipe. So, but I haven't done that yet, but that's something I need to do. But anyways, let's give her a level check here. All right, just pull her out. Get her all cleaned off. I think, let's see already that I'm probably going to need more oil, which is fine. Got more, so I always check oil every time before I go out anyways. You don't just trust that, oh, it was fine yesterday. Well, so yeah, we're about a little bit over halfway there, so we'll top her up. Probably is going to take the rest of this jug, but like I say, it's fairly thicky kind of stuff, and it does kind of stay inside of the jug. You know, quite a bit stays on the inside of the jug. I actually have to leave it sitting upside down on the pail again for probably a couple of days anyway, so it gets it all nice and cleaned out. Okay, so that really hasn't had enough time to settle, we'll say, but we'll give her a check here anyways. I just had the monument guys come in with 6 monuments to set, so I gotta kind of get going. So it's down a little bit. I'm gonna maybe just let it sit a few minutes and check her again. Okay, let's try her again here. Gotta be awful close. And I'm not exactly on perfectly good ground here, so if it's a little high, it'll probably come out all right. I'm a little high on the front of the tractor right now. So we're just under the tick there now. It's hard to sort of see that, but I'm just gonna leave her there, I think. And put the cap back in. I'll leave it there and I'll double check it in the morning type of thing. If it needs a little more, I can jab a little more in. Coolant looks good. It's right bang on. Looks like it's been kind of leaking weird here though. I don't know if you guys can even really see that, but it's got a weird crusty stuff on there. So, ow, fingernail just bent backwards. That sucked. A little weird crusty there, but it's bang right on there, nice and tight there still too in the cooling system, so that's good to know. And fuel filter down here. I can't remember when I did it last. Maybe I've never done this one on this one. I don't remember. I think I've done it once, but Our fuel here was bad at one time, but it's pretty good now that I put a screw-on filter onto the fuel tank. It's a little better now. So, and this is a separator here, and it doesn't look too bad, but I'll dump it out maybe later on, but usually it's pretty good. Water separator, that's what that guy is, and fuel shut off. Okay, I guess we're pretty darn good. We'll slam her down and call her a day. We'll head her out. 125 hours, bang, right on. Pretty awesome. And remember, my back door's still open. I haven't done anything with the wood yet for, there's the door closed, with the wood yet from that tree that was coming down, but one of these days we'll do something with it. But anyways, outdoor videos might be a little bit far and few between for a little while now until I get my leaves all done up here, because it is leaf time, as you know. So anyways, just gonna pull up here slowly because the door's still open back there. There's a oil pan back there I don't really want flying out. So there we go. The tractor says, "Oh, thank you. I like the new liquidy stuff. Just like candy, right?" Yeah, I just have to close up down here. It's funny enough, my one friend there used to work at a small engine shop in town here, and worked on the Briggs and Strattons and stuff that's on my zero turn here. And so he was over looking at it there not too long after we got it, and he's like, "Oh, it's got one of those," I can't remember the name he called it, automatic chokes, I'll call it, on it. I'm like, "Yeah, it does." He's like, "Oh, we had lots of problems with them." I'm like, "Oh, great." So sure enough, mine doesn't want to start too well now, and it's all in a mechanism down here. There's some kind of thermostat-y kind of guy thing here, and this is your choke lever and stuff there. And he's like, "Yeah, you'll probably have problems with that." I'm like, "Oh, great." And sure enough, I am now. So let's see here. It did start pretty good-ish before, but see, that should have stayed going there. Might be alright, but worst comes to worst, what I have to do is take off the air filter here. Kind of a pain in the rear end, but it won't start too well. We'll have to do it this way and basically manually choke it. That gives it a choke, right? Now you can, I believe, go down here and do it manually this way too. In there a bit now. What I might have to do is, if I can zoom in here, go into that little linkage there. There's a hole there, and run a little wire or something come out back here that I can just pull on that, and that'll It's alright once it's running, but you just need to do that to get it running. Well, let's put this away. We're gonna have to soon pull a battery out of this, I guess. Oh darn it, I left my old jug there. Oh darn it. For a wee bit too. Shut that guy down. And I think we're good. Alright. You see these little heaters. I had my little party in here the other week there. Thanksgiving dinner party. We wanted to have it in the shed. We wanted to kind of be outside, but it was cool outside, so it was nice to have the shed that we, you know, could lock or close the door if we wanted to, which it ended up being pretty nice. And I got the heaters going in here, a couple of heaters. One I ran off my gen and one off my power here, and it ran it pretty good. Actually, you know, for no insulation up in the roof, really, over here, no insulation, it actually warmed it up pretty good, but it wasn't a really super cold day outside, so that would make a difference. But I would like to soon get at least the 2x6 insulation done in the roof there, and have to tarp it all off, and you know, with the vapor barrier stuff. And I don't know if I'm gonna put like plywood up there or nothing. I doubt it. I don't really want to go to that expense, but yeah, and that would definitely hold some heat. But we still got all these walls to do too, right? So we got a lot of work yet. But I don't know. I started with the spray foam, which, you know, was good, but it didn't nearly fill the cavity at all on these things. So it's basically just good for sealing the, you know, putting a thin layer on and then probably batting it. It would cost you probably another $300 just to do this wall to get enough insulation in there. So my spray foam guy never got back to me again. So I don't know what's going on there, but I don't know. But anyways, we'll get this figured out soon here, and have a little bit of a workshop, but I'd like to maybe wait for maybe a wee bit, because I might want to add on to the workshop, if you know what I mean. A little bit of a expansion, maybe potentially out this way and do like a mirror image of kind of what I've already built here, and then down there, and this would actually be a peak, so it'd still have a wall in the middle, which is fine because it would support the peak real good. But then we'd have a, you know, a fairly good door into the new side, we'll say, and you know, I might even make it a little bit bigger. That's why I'm sort of kind of wanting to build this up a little bit here and get out of the water. But if I added another, you know, well, what was this one? This was, can't remember how big this one is now. What do we got here? We got 1, 2.5, so 8, 12 foot wide. So if I added another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12-ish. It's a little bit bigger actually. 12 would actually be back about a foot more. That would add a fair bit to the workshop there. And it'd be nice to kind of do like a roll-up door on the front here, maybe, you know. And you could back maybe a truck or a vehicle right in, 16 feet, a bit short maybe, but we could make it go out, you know, we could take it right up to, if we wanted to. It's a fairly big building though. I don't really know if I want to tackle all that myself, but yeah, it'd be pretty sweet though, I'm thinking. But anyways, that's a project probably not till next year now, if funds provide, we'll say. For that, that's a fair lot of wood. I'd really like to get my own sawmill and cut my own wood, but eventually we'd run out of trees too, right? So tree's big enough, but I mean, this guy that was here, we could have got some lumber to him, 2x4s maybe. Not a whole lot, but anyways, that's a way off into the distance project, I'm sure. Look at out here, it's snowing now. It's on its way. We'll be shoveling snow soon. Oh, for corn snakes and corn flakes. Snowflakes, look at this. No, don't do this yet. Oh well, better go get the snowplow on apparently. We'll catch you all later. Thanks again for watching and have yourselves a good day. Oh, I messed up there, sorry. I got one other thing I want to do today. Totally forgot. Got an armload of stuff here. I was mentioning about having the problem with the new fence back there. Remember I was mentioning that a bit earlier? Kind of forgot about what I was going to say about that, but I got hopefully a resolution for that. Just got to open the door here again and show you what the resolution is, hopefully, if it'll start. Okay, so resolution is hopefully this guy here. I haven't had that going for a while. It's been probably 5 or 10 years maybe, I don't know. The compression. What I can do with this is put in this big tube. Oh, yeah, that thing comes right off. Put the big tube, lock her into that guy there, and then use it like this, and kind of blow the crap over the fence. So, I mean, well, a lot of the leaves blew over into the water anyways, and now they're not so much because of the fence, but yeah, it's been at least 500 years, I think, since I've had this going. At least 5 years. So, put some gas in her and give her a bop maybe and see if she'll start. It's been a while, but she might need a carb rebuild. Kind of hope not, but I got my little 110 heater here. It's not going to do much when I got huge gaps in the door, but you know, I'll maybe show you. I'll show you that in a second. Okay, so give her some priming, I guess. Hopefully I can feel the fuel fill in the primer bulb. If not, we're in trouble. Oh, there we go. I thought we were in trouble. So there, and probably should check the filter. It's there and it's dirty. 5-minute rule. Yeah, it should be all right. And choke is down. Lock the throttle on. 3 pulls. I'm going to turn it this way so I got the puller towards me. Oh, jeez. Pretty close. Close. I would have probably started if I didn't mess up that pull and it skipped up from underneath me, but I'll take it. Oh, see? Yeah, that's not too bad. It's not straining out here. Maybe we'll go and give her a shot with a couple of leaves. I'll just kind of show you what I mean. Not back there, of course, but so what I was referring to as gaps at the door, I got gaps in my doors. There's not bad, but the framing work isn't exactly perfect, we'll say. Or the door wasn't exactly perfect, but there's a lot of air gaps there. So what I need to do is basically, what am I? Oh, that's all bigger pieces. I must have a smaller piece somewhere. Oh yeah, I brought up this chunk of stuff. So what I need to do is attach, I guess, that like that, and then attach, screw into there some of the door sealer rubber flexi stuff. So there, and then, you know, it's a bit too long, but we'll have to figure out maybe something a little bigger for up here, but that'll kind of beef it in a bit. But the problem is the shed does move. It's basically sitting on 6x6s with, I was going to say galvanized, pressure treated boards going this way, and it's sitting on about 1.5 feet of gravel, this big thick chunky stuff. So there is maybe a problem with it being, this corner usually freezes and shifts a bit, which kind of messes up the door, and sometimes we can't get it open. So, but we definitely need to do something, because this will be a major leak point for air here. Definitely. I do have some of this stuff here, so I might even use some of that. I don't know yet, but beef it in a little bit down, and have to do something on the bottom. But we got to remember, we got things driving out and stuff. It's going to wreck kind of stuff down there. So down there might just get a piece of wood. That might be it. So, but anyways, yeah, I got this, you know, little 110 here going, and it's only been going about 5 minutes. It's not that much warmer in here. So, but yeah, let's. Well, what was it doing outside here? Oh, it's nice now. Okay, a little bit of snow in the air, but let's head her out to some leaves, and we'll see this thing's still gonna suck or not. Well, let's get the tube mounted first here. And I know there's little lock-in clips that hold this whole cover in. I got one broken on this side, so that's why that thing kind of comes out. So probably I'll just take it right out. And it's just to kind of, when you're using it. Oh, I got a bit of a gas leak somewhere. Cap or something. That's weird. It was on there pretty good. Huh. Am I missing my gasket or something? That's weird. I've never seen that before. Huh. Well, it's okay now. I think it's a little bit off. Okay, so let's put it down here again. So yeah, normally if you're left-handed, sometimes I switch because your hand gets tired, right? So you're going along, and then this is where it sucks all the air in. It'll suck your pants in. I've actually shredded my pants on this thing. So you got to kind of watch that. But once I got this, yeah, let's take that off. Once I got this thing, the tube in there, it should be fine. But there is like a shredding blade in there, right? So that sucks kind of when you get nailed by that. But, okay, so this tube guide just kind of goes in. Locks, kind of, sort of, like that. Okay. And I've got the extra tube. Normally you'd run it this way. Let's turn you a bit here. You'd run it this way, and I think no, yeah, I think it's this way. Something like that, and then there's a bag system with this extra tube. You put this guy in, and then the bag goes on the horn end here. But I'm probably not going to use that. I'm probably just going to do it just like this and fire it right over the frickin' bag. So let's take her up the hill there. See if we can get her to suck. Well, it's probably not going to suck much out of that pile because it's already kind of chewed up. But we got some on the ground here. We'll try to manipulate. We'll try a bit of the pile too, but I doubt it's going to do much. Okay, let's fire it up. Didn't suck like I didn't think it would, but it didn't suck the pile here too well because it's already kind of already been chewed up once, right? So it makes it a little harder, but... Fluff it up a little bit, maybe. Little compressor. That ought to work better maybe now. Let's give that a shot. Back you up a little bit here. Should be all right, I think, for leaves that aren't compressed already. I'll go back and give her a shot though. But anyways, that is it for today. Thanks again for watching. Shut her down. We'll catch you all later, and you guys have a good day.